Hello guys, today I'm here to share with you why we decided to quit our permanent jobs in Kenya to pursue a DV lottery that finally brought us to the United States. So welcome, stay back and be with me until the end. As for those ones who have watched our previous videos, we had permanent jobs in Kenya. I was working and my spouse was also working. But when we realized that we have won our DV Lottery 2022, we decided to make a very delicate and hard decision that after receiving our visas and after traveling, we were to quit our jobs to pursue the green card. So, having traveled to the United States previously in the year 2018, I had a lot of stories that I gave my family about the United States. So everyone was so much concerned and everyone developed a desire to come to the United States. So we had that desire that life in the United States is better than the life in our country. I'd shared them about the stories about the education system in the United States. So we say that if we had this chance to travel to the United States, our kids will have a chance to have a better education system or the best education than in our country. Also here, kids' medication insurance is free until they get to the age of 18. We also had to discuss more about the salary in the United States, the jobs, and the jobs that we were doing in Kenya. Even though it was permanent, here in the United States, jobs pay well, and we were paid for every other 2 weeks compared to our country in Kenya, where we were paid at the end of the month. And the amount that you receive in the United States, when you convert it to your home country, you realize that it has a lot of weight, it has a lot of value. For example, even though in our country we were working, we were paid good money, but the money that we were receiving was not enough to support even a relative to take a kid to school or to pay for medication. So compared to here, you can receive whatever you receive, pay your bills, and at least have something for you and your relatives back home. So that's the difference between the US and places where we come from. We also looked at the living standards. Here the living standards are better, they're good compared to most of us who come from especially Africa and the rest of the world. You can't compare it to that of the United States. So we decided, after going through the pros and the cons of the DV lottery, then we realized that uh, the advantages of pursuing this thing was more than the disadvantages. So we had to decide and quit our jobs to come to the United States. So far, we cannot regret to have done so, because whatever that we do here, whatever life we live here is much better than the life we used to stay in Kenya. So that's why, friends, we decided to quit and come to the United States. I know some others will have their own reasons of coming to the United States. Some will come for travel, some will come to explore, some will come to see how life is, and then they compare with their country. They realize that life here is expensive, life here they cannot cope with it, and you end up being frustrated. So that's why we normally advise you, before you make that hard decision to quit your job and come to the United States, do a lot of research, understand what you're going to face, what kind of work you'll be doing here, how you'll be saving your money before you decide to come. Some people come here and get frustrated because here life moves so fast, everything moves so fast, everyone in the street moves so fast. Here, without a family, is full of loneliness. So be prepared for that. And if you get that coming here is better than staying in your country, make that wise decision and come. So that's what I prepared for you, and that's how we did. And here we are. We are no longer regretting of whatever we did to quit our jobs. Thank you guys. And for those ones who are watching us for the first time, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, our old friends, share our videos, like our videos, and make comments on some of the topics that you may wish us to be discussing in the future. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. More especially those ones who called me today, telling me that their visa interviews. I prayed for you, and I know the visa will be yours. Thank you, and until next time, bye bye.